There are a lot of new additions to gameplay in NCAA 08 football. This tutorial will be a brief overview of some of those new features. At the college level, football boils down to a game of motivation. It's all about how much you want the win compared to your opponent. In NCAA 08, you'll now be able to see your players' motivation level as well as affect their motivation level through your actions on the field. Take control of a player and make a play to boost their motivation level. Make enough plays with a guy and he'll become in the zone. Once a player is in the zone, he'll be playing at his highest possible level and be the guy looking to make the big play. Impact players, as well as any player that is in the zone, will be able to make the players around them better through their sphere of influence. Anytime one of these players makes a play, their sphere of influence will give a boost to the motivation levels of the players that were on the field for that play. You're the 12th man out there. It's up to you to take control and get the most out of your players. One of the biggest differences between the college and pro games is the creativity of the plays on the college level. Every offense has a few trick plays up their sleeve that they're ready to pull out when the time is right. Here are some of the new plays you'll be able to run in NCAA 08 football. Taking a cue from the Boise State upset win over Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl, both the hook and lateral and the Statue of Liberty plays are new additions to this year. For the hook and lateral, you'll need to control both when to pass the first receiver for the hook and then pitch the ball to the receiver that is coming for the lateral. On the Statue of Liberty play, the CPU will control the quarterback for the play fake, and you will take control once the ball is in the hands of the running back. There are a number of additional new plays that will involve partial CPU control as well. The flea flicker play has the CPU handling the handoff to the running back and the pitch back to the quarterback. You will then have full control of the quarterback to throw to any receiver you choose. There are also certain plays that require a player to go in motion before the ball is snapped. For these plays, the CPU will automatically send the player in motion before the ball is snapped. Simply press the button to hike the ball, which will send the designated player in motion to a predetermined spot in the formation. Once he reaches his spot, the ball will be automatically snapped. In addition to the new plays, there were a number of new gameplay additions to this year's game. With the addition of the new dynamic gang tackling, defenders will never give up on a play, as additional defenders can add on to a tackle to help drive the ball carrier to the ground. With the inclusion of mid-air collisions, defenders can look to lay a big hit on a receiver and jar the ball loose while the receiver is still in the air. This is something to remember when you're on offense, as your receiver will pay if you leave him hung out to dry. Speaking of big hits, there's a new addition to the hit stick this year. Instead of always trying to level your opponent, you can now attempt to take his legs out from under him. This is a great strategy when you have a smaller defensive back going up against a big bruising running back. If you're on offense and the defender attempts to take your legs out, you can attempt to hurdle over him. The big hits are not reserved just for offense anymore. You can now take control of a player before the snap of the ball and clear the holes for the running back with the lead blocking controls. Be the fullback that clears out a linebacker, then switch over to the ball carrier as you work your way downfield. Well, there you have it. That's a brief rundown of some of the new gameplay features added to NCAA 08 football. To really get a feel of all the new features, get in the game and take control.